What is up, YouTube? PPS is back. We're back on Saturday. It's about 9 o'clock here. I told you guys last night we were going out a little bit. We got back from the hotel, back to the space. We got some new baseballs up top. I'm bringing in some more mini helmets as we speak. So maybe decking this place out a little bit more. Very excited for tonight. Today's slate is unbelievable. I am running my weekend promo. I don't like tweeting about it too much because it sounds like I'm selling stuff. And I don't like sounding like that. I just put it out here. So if you guys do want to, shoot me a DM on Twitter. I do a cheap rate over the weekend. Going to have a lot of college basketball. Going to have a lot of UFC. And I can't wait. We'll go back to yesterday. 1 unit on that, 1 unit on this. Iowa came through for us. I actually doubled down second half over as well in the VIP chat. So that was awesome. We went 2-1 on the Iowa game, 1-1 here. And now we're going into a day with every wagon on the slate. We have a lot of my favorite teams as well that are not part of the wagon train playing as well today. So I can't even, my brain is spinning at how many plays I'm going to have out today, just backing some of my guys here. So first off is going to be our number 3 team, Toledo Rockets. They are facing Miami, Ohio Redhawks. First game, 75-72. So pretty decent, but the pace really wasn't there as much. It was 62 shot attempts for Toledo and only 60 for Miami, Ohio. So we scored 147 points in this game. And this is a very key stat from that first one, was there was 27 turnovers in that game. 27 turnovers, just sloppy basketball. And now we're coming in here. We're going to Toledo, where Toledo has been fantastic this year. Toledo's actually scoring 2 more points at home. And actually their defense gets a little bit better, not too much, about 2 points as well. Looking here as well, we're seeing that this Miami team does play pretty fast. Miami plays at the 149th pace in the country. Higher than halfway, and Toledo's going to be playing obviously at the top 50 pace. Also, this is really, really bad. Is Miami of Ohio ranks 322 in adjusted defense, and that's playing against teams that rank 205 in adjusted offense. So very bad defense. I really don't know how they're going to stop this Toledo team here. Miami's defense is giving up 74 points per game. Toledo's scoring 80 points per game this year. I just think 153 is a tad low. I would play it up to 155. And Toledo finally got their feet back under them. I did call it on Twitter. If you guys do follow me on Twitter, I did call that Western Michigan game that my boy Ryan Rollins was going to come through with a 20-piece. He almost triple-doubled in that game. And we were seen back to what that this Toledo team does. 36 for 70 from the field. Not under 10 turnovers, shooting 40% from 3. Just everything that they do finally came back to fruition. Obviously, that is a get-right game. Toledo, obviously, in the middle of this big race in the MAC. They are a half game ahead of Ohio, 1 full game ahead of Kent State. And Kent State's playing Central Michigan today, so they have to win this. I don't really see this as a huge blowout. Miami of Ohio has been playing decent here. But I do think we see a close game, a fun matchup here. And I think we see those fouls on the stretch that we get to see Toledo's free throw shooting. I also like that Toledo at home this year is one of the very few teams that average 40 points in the first half, 40 points in the second half. That means even when they're winning, they're still putting on a show late. Usually a lot of the times when you see these teams that are like Gonzaga or whatever, they're going to have a huge first half and a drop off in the second half. But Ryan Rollins, there's a lot of dudes on this team that besides Ryan Rollins and Shoemate, the 2 guys I've been talking about a lot, Ray J. Dennis played fantastic in their last game, and so did Milner. Milner was stroking it from deep. 3 guys, Milner, Shoemate, and Rollins, all 80% plus from the line. Shoemate is actually a top 10 three-point shooter in the country, shooting 50% from deep. That is unbelievable. And Miami of Ohio allows 37% from deep. That is 316th in the country. That is awful. And I think that that's going to be the big explosion for Toledo today. Is going to be from that 3-point line. Toledo shoots the ball at the 73rd highest rate from three at 36%. So should you see a lot of threes. Should also see a lot of offensive rebounds. Toledo ranks 10th in the country in offensive rebounding percentage. Miami of Ohio ranks 282 in defensive rebounding. So could see a nice little offensive rebound putbacks, offensive rebound kickout for threes. Could definitely see that happening today in this one. So very much like this over. I think we definitely get there. I think Toledo gets that 85 to 90. But when these spreads are as big as they are, 11 points, I'd rather take the over because I think Miami of Ohio does find a way to keep this close, and I think that we get over 153.5. So, guys, if you could smash this like button, appreciate it so much. I'm about to post this up. Only going to have an hour or so before the first tip-off, which is this Toledo game. So, yeah, very excited. Please help me get to that 1,000 mark. We're getting close, and we're going to drop one more play for you today, and we're going to the VMI Key Debts, my number one Wagon team. I'm taking the over. One of my favorite matchups you could possibly have in Western Carolina. Their defense is absolutely awful. And we're playing in Western Carolina, which actually I think helps. This is the weird thing is VMI actually averages more points on the road than they do at home, 80.5 to 79.2. We're definitely going to see a fun pace here. Western Carolina is absolutely dreadful, 129 in pace, but they're also ranked 316 in defensive efficiency. That is bad. VMI is ranked 310 in defensive efficiency. And ever since we've been betting these guys, they've gone from 70, 50, 60, all the way up to now 28 in adjusted offense for the VMI Key Debts. But their defense ranking 310, playing at a top 100 pace this year. This is going to be a fun matchup, fun on both sides. The biggest thing is, can Western Carolina score on these guys? And I think they can. Western Carolina averages 6 more points at home than they do on the road. And VMI, obviously, they're going to try to outscore you, right? They're not going to try and D you up. That's not really who they are. And this is a stat that I've given out multiple times because it is a wagon play. VMI on the road, over-unders 12-2 this year. When you back the Key Debts as much as I have, you definitely get to this number. That's why I love this spot. I think this number is low. I think that we're going to see VMI come through today. 4.5 point spread, which I thought was a little close. Actually, I am going to switch this because it is actually 154.5. I've not done this before, but I just pulled this up on DraftKings here, so I will pull that up for you right now, guys. We're seeing this at. This is the first time I think I've ever done this live on camera here. We'll go to my DraftKings account. 154.5 minus 115. You can see it here, guys. I'm not making this crap up. Just want to make sure that we get the best line there. 154.5 minus 110 or minus 115 now with that number. 2 units. I just love this spot, guys. Like I said, when you're looking into trends, you're looking into numbers. You're really not going to find a better team when it's on the road than VMI. VMI this year is averaging 80.4 points per game on the road. And also another one of those teams that comes out fast in the first half, 37 points in the first half, 42 in the second half on average. But yeah, I think this is going to be a very fun game, very fun matchup. And VMI is just climbing that offensive efficiency ladder. Defense is continuing to go down. And I think that with how Stevens is playing right now, you're not going to find a better big right now in the NCAA right now. I'm saying that right now. I mean, maybe Shebway, but Jake Stevens is that guy you guys are not talking about. This man is an absolute monster. Shoots over 40% from 3, 7-footer, blocks shots, plays good defense. And I'm going to obviously bring him up again. Honor Huff, since coming in, has been an absolute wagon for these dudes. Since VMI has had him in their lineup, which is the last 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 2. 6 and 2 to the overall. And I don't see Western Carolina stopping these guys at all. VMI is a wagon, and they're going to continue to come through here. I like their money line. I don't know, with this spread, it kind of seems fishy, so I won't be touching a spread, but I do really like VMI to score some points. I like them to give some up too. At home or on the road in Western Carolina, they score 5 more points on the road than they do at home, or 5 more points on the road on their home floor than they do on the road. So sorry, guys. Still kind of a little bit in my head right now from last night. It was a good time, though. So I am very, very excited for this game, going back to a team that I love to back. And when we go into VMI's defense, they are 300th in points allowed at 73.6 points per game. And Western Carolina is actually 339 at 77.3. So should see some points, should see them in bunches. And again, VMI down the stretch is going to make their free throws for you. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you guys. If you could, please drop a like. That would mean the world to me. We're continuing to try to grow this channel, continuing to try to grow over on Twitter. And yeah, things have been going well. 4 straight profitable days, 4 straight NCAA profitable cards as well. Soccer's been fantastic. So I'm very excited today to dip into that UFC card. It should be a very fun one. So thank you guys. Probably won't see you till Monday, but I hope you guys have a great day. Best of luck on your bets. And please preach bankroll management. Don't blow all your money on a Saturday. I know it's the most fun day to bet, but make sure you control your winnings that you had during the week and make some more money today. Have a good one, guys.